let's move on, because two of my team is complaining.
You're looking pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Another easy one. Light the four corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right? Look at all the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Send me to the home. Ooh, super elevator. Oh.
Did you like my little game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
I provided you with the opportunity to prove yourself. Is that not why you're here?
I'm an archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We have arrived at our destination.
Just making sure. There's no button. How would you call the elevator?
The Spire pilgrims must have gathered here. To listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will return here once the beacon is restored. Flock and shepherd will be reunited.
Okay. I like when he talks, he causes all the lights to move because he's in control of them. My tum-tum rumble. Okay, I gotta go up and down all these pews, don't I? Because I'm a freaking... I don't want to miss anything. This is why I said I need to be able to run. I'm ready to run. Okay, what I'll do instead is I'm going to go along the outskirts, and then I can just look down the pews, right? I should be able to see if there's anything down there. A fire. Someone lit a fire here.
Pilgrims were building fires. Why would they do that?
Oh, it's one of the stolen beds.
People were clearly sleeping here. They must have dragged this up from the settlement.
Okay, we'll read that later. Let's look down this side first and see if we can see anything among the seats. So that I don't have to run all of them. And I think this is where we left off. So let's go to the other side and do the same thing. Some of them up. Oh, there's a bunch. Oh, those are wish canisters. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing gonna be over there. So we'll look over here and then we'll listen to some wish canisters.
Someone went through a lot of food. Guessing they were here for a while.
Judging by bedding and volume of food containers, 5 to 10 people might have been here for over 20 days.
Where is Grace? Well, I'm not alone in wondering.
I am here. It is the people who are lost.
It must have been written with charcoal from the fires. Wish canisters.
These have never been used.
For recording wishes, maybe. They look pretty banged up.
Oh, I was hoping I would get to listen to wishes. Never mind. It's a barricade. So I'm probably going to climb that. So before I do that, let's...
Quite the manifesto. I don't recognize the language.
I am embarrassed to say I do not recognize it either.
Well, they were here long enough to get bored.
Okay.
Seems to be holding my weight.
Don't say that, because now you know what's going to happen next. It's not going to hold your weight, and we're going to fall for like the 9th time. It's playing the music. Ominous music.
This must weigh a ton. At least a couple people worked together to break through here.
Is it super glass? Why did they need so many people to throw that thing at the glass? They could have thrown anything at the glass. Okay. What's up here first?
So the keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his sermons. You imagine having the solar system coming to you for answers?
The Keeper was merely a vessel for the word of grace.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There is sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
Well, okay then. You're right.
More camps. Another stage in the siege. Looks like the numbers really fell off here. Most gave up by now.
Or died.
No bodies yet.
Yeah, that's the odd thing. We still haven't found a single body.
Death to Everett. Pretty clear who they blamed. This must be an attempted barricade. I'm guessing there was a lengthy siege. So, when Grace shut down, the Pilgrims blamed the Keeper. They demanded to see Grace, or thought they could reactivate her. The Keeper turned off the heat. Pilgrims built fires, dug in. They eventually got restless. Wish canisters started flying. As Pilgrims were breaking through the partition, the Keeper and his followers built up a barricade. We'll have to make our way through the barricade to learn how it ended.
All right. Just making sure they aren't stuffing anything in the little nooks and crannies to prevent me from seeing them. Well, which keeper are you?
Can't make this out.
Because that could be Everett.
2766 to 2780. These dates are from the old Julian calendar, which makes them very old.
1,200 years, by all accounts.
Alright, sounds good. What else we got here? Have
2780 to 2830. I'm guessing these were the time periods that these keepers served here.
So none of them have names, they just have times.
Nothing here either.
I mean, if I knew Braille, I could probably figure out what that said.
This canister looks undamaged.
And it has been recorded on.
Thanks.
This has gone on long enough. There's nothing Keeper Ever can do to meet your demands. You must return to your ships now, or we will be forced to take more drastic measures.
So this was left for the angry pilgrims.
What do you think more drastic measures were?
I don't know. But you might get to see that dead body.
Oh, come on. You can't show dead bodies to kids. What are you, a social media influencer?
Second barricade. Looks like they got under this one. 2942 to 2956. This would mean keepers were at the spire for at least...
444 years.
That sounds about right.
Okay. They made it.
Do we know where this goes?
To a funicular that leads to the next section of the spire.
Alright.
Oxygen tanks. Everett upped the ante. Cut off life support here.
Wouldn't empathy kick in and shut that down? I guess they were all turned off. Except for Logic.
Long live Grace.
Apparently not.
Logic wasn't shut off, so why were all the other ones shut off? I guess he would have to have shut off empathy, or else she would have turned back on the life support system.
Oxygen is almost out. We are going to make one last push today before returning to the ships. Grace, help us. We will win.
Okay. That's where we're going to end that one then, because it seems like we're about to go into the next location. Didn't get any new bots, but I don't think we can make any more.